the student who built $1 million business. When Liam Parker was 19 years old, he had almost nothing. He lived in a small apartment with his mother, worked part-time at a grocery store, and struggled to pay for college. Every month felt like a battle. Some weeks, he had to choose between buying textbooks and helping his mother pay the electricity bill. While many of his classmates spent weekends at parties, Liam spent his evenings stacking shelves and studying late into the night. He often felt exhausted, but he had a dream that kept him moving forward. He wanted to build his own business one day. Most people laughed when he shared that goal. "You don't have money," one friend said. "You don't have connections," another told him. "Business is for rich people." Liam listened politely, but he refused to let those opinions define his future. One evening, while working at the grocery store, Liam noticed something interesting. Customers often asked employees where certain products were located. The store had thousands of items, and many shoppers became frustrated searching for what they needed. Liam wondered if there was a better solution. That night, he wrote down an idea in an old notebook. What if stores had a simple mobile app that showed customers exactly where products were located? The idea seemed small, but Liam could not stop thinking about it. He knew nothing about creating apps. He was studying business, not computer science. Still, instead of giving up, he decided to learn. Every evening after work, he watched free online tutorials. He read articles, listened to podcasts, and borrowed technology books from the library. Progress was slow. Sometimes he spent hours trying to solve simple problems. There were nights when he felt completely lost. Yet every small success motivated him to continue. After 6 months of learning, Liam created a basic version of his app. It was far from perfect. The design looked simple, and many features did not work correctly. However, it was real. He showed it to the manager of the grocery store where he worked. The manager smiled politely but declined the idea. Liam felt disappointed, but he remembered something he had once read. Rejection is often part of success. Instead of quitting, he improved the app and approached another local store. They also said no. Then a third store rejected him, and a fourth. By the time Liam received his 10th rejection, he began questioning himself. Maybe his critics had been right. Maybe he was wasting his time. One rainy evening, he sat alone in his apartment staring at his laptop. His mother noticed his frustration and sat beside him. "How many stores have said no?" she asked. 10, Liam replied. His mother smiled. "Good." Liam looked confused. "Good. That means you're getting closer to a yes." Those simple words changed everything. The next day, Liam contacted another store owner. This time, something different happened. The owner agreed to test the app for 1 month. Liam was thrilled. He worked harder than ever to make sure everything functioned properly. During the trial period, customers used the app frequently. They found products faster and reported a better shopping experience. At the end of the month, the owner decided to continue using it. More importantly, he recommended it to other business owners. Slowly, Liam gained additional clients. What began as a small project soon became a real business. By the time Liam graduated from college, he had enough customers to leave his part-time job and focus entirely on his company. However, success created new challenges. Managing a growing business was far more difficult than building an app. Liam suddenly had responsibilities he had never faced before. He needed to hire employees, manage finances, negotiate contracts, and solve problems every day. Mistakes were inevitable. Some months the company earned less money than expected. Certain partnerships failed completely. One expensive marketing campaign produced almost no results. Each setback felt painful, but Liam viewed every failure as a lesson. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" he asked, "What can this teach me?" That mindset became one of his greatest strengths. Over the next few years, the company expanded across the country. Hundreds of stores began using the software. Investors became interested. Industry magazines wrote articles about the young entrepreneur who had started with almost nothing. Yet Liam never forgot his difficult beginnings. He remembered the long nights studying after work. He remembered the rejections. He remembered the fear of failure. Most importantly, he remembered how close he had come to quitting. One afternoon, Liam was invited to speak at a university. Hundreds of students filled the auditorium. Many hoped to start businesses of their own. During the question and answer session, a student stood up and asked, "What's the secret to becoming successful?" The audience became quiet. Everyone expected a complicated answer. Instead, Liam smiled and said, "Success usually looks much less exciting than people imagine. Most of the time, it looks like waking up early, working when you don't feel motivated, learning from mistakes, and refusing to quit after rejection." The room remained silent as students listened carefully. Liam continued, "People often see the result and assume it happened quickly. They don't see the years of effort behind it." After the event, many students approached him for advice. Some asked about business plans. Others asked about investments. But Liam always emphasized the same lesson. Ideas are important, but execution matters more. Dreams are valuable, but daily actions create results. Talent can help, but consistency often wins in the long run. Several years later, Liam's company was valued at more than $1 million. Newspapers described him as a successful entrepreneur. Yet, whenever journalists asked about his greatest achievement, he rarely mentioned money. Instead, he talked about perseverance. He believed his proudest accomplishment was continuing when success seemed impossible. The app had changed his life, but determination had built the company. Looking back, Liam realized that every challenge had prepared him for future opportunities. The financial struggles taught him discipline. The rejections taught him resilience. The failures taught him wisdom. Without those difficult experiences, he might never have succeeded. His story became an inspiration for many young people who believed their circumstances limited their future. Liam proved that you do not need perfect conditions to begin. You do not need to know everything before taking the first step. You do not need approval from everyone around you. What you need is the courage to start, the patience to learn, and the determination to continue. Every great achievement begins as a small idea. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is often simple. Successful people keep moving forward when others stop. They continue learning when others complain. They continue trying when others quit. And sometimes, that persistence transforms an ordinary student with an old notebook into the founder of $1 million business.